Hello and welcome to another episode of the Dragons Are Real podcast on YouTube. So today I'm going to be looking at some mapping software for your virtual tabletops. My normal choice these days is Dungeon Draft, excellent piece of software, and Dungeon Scroll in Foundry VTT. I spend time searching through the Reddits, Battle Map Reddits, D&D Map Reddits, looking for appropriate maps. Anyway, something I saw last year was some 3D software called Dungeon Alchemist. This was a very successful Kickstarter that raised €2.5 million. And you could get to the cartographer for €30 at the time, and it promised to draw 3D maps with a built-in AI. It looked really good, but unfortunately for me at the time I didn't back it. I've seen some of these be delayed. I think it was a first project, so I gave it a bit of a burst, but I thought, if it catches on I may look at it later, even if it is a bit more than the €30 it was at the time. Anyway, lo and behold, it is now early access on Steam, and it is only £32. So very comparable price, not much different from what it was on there. As I say, it's early access via Steam, so I thought for that price, it's already out, I'll buy it, and we'll have a dig into it and see what this software does. Okay, so when you create a new map, you get a choice of printing it. You can choose from various standards, A2, A4, American Poster, or you can go for digital. So, and you can have, currently you can have 3 backgrounds: dark parchment, forest, and grassland. So we'll create a grasslands. Do we want water? We'll have a river. Yes, we'll have that. Vegetation, let's have some meadow vegetation. And we'll have a 20 by 20 map, and let's click create and see what happens. And there we go, it creates us a background with a river on it, so we can start creating. So down the left here we seem to have a toolbar down the left hand side. We've got a menu at the top, file menu, which allows us to open and maps, create new maps, save maps, export maps. We've got settings, which we can set our screen resolution, our graphics quality, and our UI. Edit menu for undo, redo, a view, feedback, and help, which how to draw rooms, camera controls, etc. On the top here we've got draw rooms, we've got remove rooms, and we've got edit rooms. On the new rooms down the side here, we can draw different types of rooms. So let's build a tavern, and you can see we can do different parts of the tavern. So we'll have a tavern on the river. I'm using my right mouse button to drag and draw. Let's have a brewery, and all you do is you drag out the squares that you want it to fill, and you can either tick the tick or the cross to add to it. We can actually add different bits on, so let's just click a bit more here, and that will do. Click the tick and let's see what happens. And now it's created our tavern room. Up the top right here we've got different views. This is a top down, like part isometric. We can do 3D view, we can do full top down view. We'll have a look at the isometrics again. We can use the right mouse button to drag around. No, I don't want to do that. Let's have a look at the camera controls, and then it's the center mouse button to change the elevation so we can see we've got the rooms there. If we wanted to add to this now, we can click again, click tick, and that will add another room of that sort. It will also add the doors. So that's the brewery. Let's do a latrine, and I'm going to switch to the overhead view. Let's have a latrine. The latrine will probably be out the back here somewhere, so we'll have a latrine. Let's have it there, tick there. It draws the walls and it puts doors in. If you want to delete a room, you can do so. So let's say that I want to delete this bit here. Click there, and that will delete that and put the walls back in. Very nice. We can edit a room, so we can click on the room to select it. So let's click on this room here. We can change the theme. We can refresh the room. So let's have a look. This is our latrine. Let's refresh and see what it does. So there you see it changes the lighting, it moves things around. We can do the same for this room here. Let's have a look. Let's click on this room here, refresh this. So it changes the flooring, it puts new objects in. Very nice. Let's go back to a bedroom. Let's add a bedroom at the back here. We'll add a bedroom. Let's have a bedroom. We don't need a latrine, do we? So we'll add the bedroom there. Let's have an L-shaped bedroom. There we go. Click a bedroom. And there we have the bedroom. Very nice. Again, if we go to the 3D view, you can see there it's added the doors, it's added some props in there. And what we can do now is we can actually, if we don't like the props, we can change it. So this is the draw rooms tool at the top. Next one down is place objects. We've got new objects, decoration, food and drink, furniture, lights, nature, storage, structural and utility. And each of these has got a sub menu. So if I click on nature, it brings up a new one outside. So for example, over here, I'm going to add a tree here. These are the types of trees. We've got trees, flowers, potted flowers, rock walls, plants. Okay. So we've got dead logs. Let's have a hazel tree. Click the hazel tree there. We can change the scale of it. We can change the rotation of it. We can copy it if we wanted another one here, but this one we want a little bit to there, and we'll have it a bit smaller. There we go. Click away, and now we've got some rooms, some trees. Okay, so let's have a look. Got some crates in this room. Don't like the crates, so we're going to go to click on the objects, delete those. We don't want those boxes there. I don't want that there. I want some tables. So let's have a look what we've got. Place objects, place windows, place walls. Let's change the floor tiles first. So currently let's have a wooden floor, and we can just drag it out. You can see now. Let's go to 2D view. Oh. And over there, let's keep that bit there just for a bit of something a bit unusual. Let's go back to our walls. We can change the wall types if we so wished. So for example, you got stone walls, wooden doors. So for example, let's say this little tree here, let's change this to planks. So that will change all the doors and that to planks. The windows, say I don't like the windows, or I don't windows in the latrine here, so I'll click on that, we'll delete that, it'll replace it. We'll just have one window on the far side. Okay, we've got two doors here, that's fine. We want some tables, don't we? So let's have a look at, we have some pictures on the wall. We'll have a bearskin rug. Yeah, and we'll shrink that down a bit. There we go, bearskin rug. Let's put that by the doors when you come in. You can wipe your feet on it. There we go. And furniture. We want some tables. There we go. Let's have a couple of round tables. So it's a pub. We'll copy that. We'll have a couple of tables. As you can see, it's really, really quick. We can move things around. If I think we want to go on it, we can just quickly move it. Very, very quick. We can put ladders in. There's all the latrines. We've got mirrors. So you can see it's really quick. I have no idea what this is. Oh, that's a big fire there. So let's have a look. We've got place floor tiles, place walls we've had a look at. Festive, rocks. Let's have a look at environment settings. We can raise and lower the terrain. Oh, this is interesting. So let's say, for example, that I want to raise the terrain over here. So let's raise the terrain over here. We can set the brush size and, oh, look at that. Instant. Whoa. I like that. We can flatten terrain. We can lower terrain, so if we wanted a pool here, if we get it low enough, there we go. A big hole there. What else we got? Paint terrain. Oh, let's paint. There we are. Let's paint another pool there. Look at that. See, I'm no artist, and even I'm managing to do this. Let's have some. What we got? Environment settings. So we can set the mood of our. So we can have sunrise, night, evening time, and daytime, and you can see the shadows change. I quite like that one. Okay, let's. We haven't got many lights in here, have we? So we've got lights there. Let's have a look at our lighting. Lighting is there. Shall we have? Let's have a lantern for outside. Look at that, it attaches to the wall, one by the door there, and we'll have another one by the door over here. You can have the lighting off or on, so if we click on it, it will switch it off and on. Very nice. Let's have a oil lamp for the table. Those are on the walls, so that's going to be wall lamps. So let's have a candelabra, I don't want candle holder, lanterns, braziers. Let's have a candle, so we'll have candles. They look, there we go. Stick them on the table. Look at that. Puts the light on the table. Oh, I like that. Look how simple this is. It is really is nice and quick. So yep, we can snap to grid, nature, storage, structural, and we'll go through these in a second. So the next thing we can do is we can export this map if we're finished with it. So let's go back to here. Oops, no. So let's say that is our map. We can have it overview, and the way I like to export it to Foundry is on this way. So we'll go File, Export, and these are our options. We can go Foundry, Fantasy Grounds, Roll20, Universal VTC Support, Image Only. So if you haven't got any of those, you want to put it on by road, you can do the Image Only. I'll do Foundry. I can do Limited Perspective, Perspective 3D Walls, or Top Down. I'm going to stick with Limited Perspective. I can render lights and image and export to the VTT. Only render the lights in the image or only expose light. So I'll do the lights, and I got a choice of low, medium, or high quality. So for this, I will do it at 72%, 72 dpi. Grid can be on or off. We'll leave the grid on, and we'll export, and we'll go into my Adventures in Middle Earth game, into scenes, and we'll call this one example map. And we'll save that, and it's exported. So let's have a look at if I can open my Foundry. We'll open up Foundry, we'll import the map, and we'll see how it imports. Well, I know how it imports, but it's for you here. So we'll just go into my Adventures in Middle Earth game. We'll join that. We'll go into our scenes. We'll create a new scene. Test. And then we'll import the data. Choose File. It was example map. Import, and then we have to go back to the import map, configure, and point the background to the example build a scenes example map, select, save changes, and there we have it. There is our map. A nice 3D perspective. Notice the doors are already on there. The lighting has all been put on there. All the walls are there with the doors, the windows. It's all been done for us. How easy is that? So that is nice and easy. Let's go back to Dungeon Alchemist and look at some of the assets we get in there. So under the rooms, we've got Alchemist Laboratory, we've got a castle, we have a crypt, we have a festive, a mansion, a tavern, and a village. Under the assets, we've got decoration, which is our hangings, paintings, rugs, shields, statues, trophies, festivities, signs, and a magical. Under food, we've got food and drink and plates. Furniture, we've got tables, counters, chairs, benches, cupboards, desks, beds, baths, fonts, ladders, latrines, mirrors, planters, armory, religious, screens, garden, accessibility, and magical. Under lights, we've got wall lights, candles, lanterns, and braziers. Under nature, we've got flowers, plants, trees, rocks, potted plants, and rock walls. Under storage, we've got bags, barrels, baskets, chests, crates, and pottery. Under structural, we've got stairs. Oh, stairs. We've got any stairs? Let's have a look to see how it is to put some stairs in. So we'll have nice stone staircase. We'll click on that so we can rotate it. What you'll find is if you put it somewhere where it doesn't fit, it won't rotate. So you have to get it somewhere where it will rotate, and then you can put your stairs in. There we go. There's some stairs going. As you can see now, I can't change it now, so let's drag it out, rotate it. It can be very fussy. Sometimes you have to drag it completely out somewhere and then drag it back. There we go. So there's our stairs. We've got fireplaces, platforms, bridges, woodwork, columns, hatches, pits, accessibility, masonry, engineering, and tents. And under utility, we've got all sorts of things: weapons, armor, blacksmith tools, dungeon, graveyard, carts, farming tools, animals, timepieces, library, games, music, alchemist tools, cooking equipment, brewer's tools, housekeeping, treasure, carpenter's tools, painter's tools, tailor's tools, and rowboats. So as you can see, there's already a ton of assets in there. We've got different types of doors, single doors, double doors, iron doors, arches, fences, special, and rocks. We've got windows, new windows, stone windows, wooden windows, festive windows, and rock. We've got different types of walls, fences, rocks, natural hedges, iron, so you've got portcullises, different types of walls, different types of flooring. So we've got a few types of flooring, environmental settings, and we can clear our terrain. So lots of assets already in there for £32, and I bet you bottom dollar they're going to be doing more by selling you more assets, which is a good thing. So that's Dungeon Alchemist, £32. I think it's worth every penny for doing quick maps of buildings and that. I do love this top-down view. When you put your minis on here, because it's obviously scaled everything, so if I just bring in a mini, it'll be scaled to the map size that I've set. You can see the grid there. So yep, it's got all the lighting done. Let's see if we've got the shadows. It looks really nice, doesn't it? So that's Dungeon Alchemist. Please do check it out. If you want to try some mapping, I think it's really cool, and I can see lots of potential for the future. I mean, it's still in beta, so beta access. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all on the flip side.